What brings me along to the Dyslexia Scotland event today is myself being dyslexic, and also I'm a student teacher at the moment.
I got involved with Dyslexia Scotland a few years ago through the Lanarkshire branch when I was hoping to support young people in schools with dyslexia, and the local branch gave me lots of support in starting a dyslexia friendly school, and I joined the committee and I've been volunteering for Dyslexia Scotland ever since.
I'm involved with Dyslexia Scotland because I'm dyslexic myself. I have 4 dyslexic daughters and I have a dyslexic grandchild, and I wanted to be sure that she had as much help as possible.
I'm involved with Dyslexia Scotland because I was diagnosed dyslexic a week before my 62nd birthday, and I've become a sort of evangelist for dyslexics and dyslexic thinkers, and I want to help people. I want to give something back. And Dyslexia Scotland is the ideal organisation to do that.
Being part of Dyslexia Scotland means being part of a bigger organisation. To know that I'm not just working in isolation with 1 or 2 people in my local area who are interested in dyslexia, but to know that there's a national organisation backing us up.
I would say that it's a very empowering organisation. They have a really strong incentive of having each dyslexic person achieve their true potential.
Being part of Dyslexia Scotland means I know I'm not alone. It means there's a supportive community out there. So coming to events like the annual Members Day, you can meet people, talk about ideas, listen to others' stories, find out ways to cope, because it isn't easy being a dyslexic these days.
I found out I was dyslexic properly when I went to university as a mature student, but as a child I wasn't a very good speller, and my grandmother said to me, "Oh, don't worry, darling, the Hemingway girls can't spell," which was my great aunt. So I was always accepted that I wasn't expected to spell, and I never had that anxiety.
I found out for certain that I was dyslexic when I was 21, although it was suspected in high school, and I always had issues with schoolwork. I had a really bad experience in primary school with learning to read and with other elements of literacy that relate to dyslexia. It was just, at the time, nobody liked to use the dyslexia word.
I found out I was dyslexic about 15 years ago. I was having problems at work, and I always knew there was something not quite right. I had been identified at school as being remedial. That was the term used in those days, but it was left at that. Nothing had ever been explained or explored.
I tell people that I'm dyslexic because it's part of me. It's the reason I can't remember people's names. It's the reason why I have terribly bad short-term recall, and I've lived with it all my life. I've learnt to work my way around it, but it's me.
I've known I was dyslexic since I was 61, and every opportunity I get, I tell people I'm dyslexic.
Do I tell other people I'm dyslexic? It depends. Socially, I have no problem with it. When I'm doing work for Dyslexia Scotland, I have no problem telling people I'm dyslexic. In the workplace, I've had both good and bad experiences in the workplace, so I'm not overly confident about being totally upfront with an employer to start with. I like to find the lie of the land before I sort of go all out and say, I'm dyslexic, can you give me help?
It depends on the situation whether I tell people that I'm dyslexic or not. If I'm in a situation where I feel comfortable with the people around me and there's not too many people around, I'll maybe bring it up. And I'll mention that I'm dyslexic, and I'll talk about maybe some of the issues I face and some of my coping techniques as well and coping strategies. Other times I don't mention I'm dyslexic because I feel nervous, I don't feel comfortable in the environment. It's too echoey and I'm not calm enough to actually know how people are going to react.
To encourage other people to join Dyslexia Scotland, I would say come along to a branch meeting or one of the national events and find out what it's all about. Take a look at Dyslexia Scotland website and speak to other people who are involved and see if it's something that you could contribute to. I think you would get lots out of it.
People should get involved with Dyslexia Scotland, for example, if they are parents of dyslexic children or parents of children they think might be dyslexic, because the amount of support for parents is huge. If people are aware of dyslexia in their family, not dyslexic themselves perhaps, being involved in Dyslexia Scotland is a way of helping the dyslexic minority in the world. And if you're a dyslexic person of any age, teens, 20s, 60s, 70s, it's a way of, as I said earlier, getting that support.